Hello, hope you are doing well. So yeah, let's just start up and see how the team did in game week 9. And as you can see, this was not a good game week. We ended up under average and we dropped again like 150k thousand places. So it's not a good run for the team, but I'm pretty happy with the team anyway. And if you look at the individual players for the team, we got the double clean sheet from Arsenal again. But Calafiori versus Gabriel has not been fortunate for us. But it's just too hard of a switch to make as long as Calafiori is playing. I would like to get Gabriel, but it's just strange transfer if you ask me. Van Dijk got a clean DefCon, but again, Liverpool look horrible. And Senesi got a clean sheet, no DefCon or bonus points this time. We brought in Krupa Jr., he was kind of the only highlight of the team. 4.5, got a goal, 6 points, no bonus. Other than that, pretty boring. I guess Bruno got DefCon, I think. Yeah, I guess that was it, and 2 points. So yeah, a bit unfortunate in a 4-2 win. Nothing else from Bruno. And Holland blanked, of course, but that doesn't really matter too much. So yeah, not the best week, but we move on. We still have 2 transfers, and so what I want to do today is remember last video, if you watched that, we had a plan how to make the transfer. So I want to kind of see. So this is the plan. I had to change it up a bit because of price changes, but basically the idea is to get Mateta in for Pedro. But he went down in price, he went up, and Paqueta out. So we were gonna do someone else, but I kind of want Casemiro. Just because he's really dangerous for United on set pieces and sometimes in open play too. But he's a bit of a risky pick. So I want to ask kind of our AI agent what he thinks about this transfer and come up with different suggestions we can evaluate. So I think that's what we're going to start with, just to see what this agent suggests around this team here. So the prompt we're going to run in our AI agent is fetch my current FPL team. We have 2 free transfers. My suggestion is to transfer out João Pedro plus Paqueta to bring in Mateta plus Casemiro. This is the transfer I suggested, right? But let's follow up with, I want you to rate this transfer based on the data we have. Find other suggestions for our true free transfers you think I should consider for the upcoming Gameweek 10, November 1st, 25. Use tools, etc. to help with your research. So what we're going to do now is run this, and hopefully we're going to start off now by fetching our current team by using our MCP server. So you can see, yeah, we grab our team, right? Perfect, hold on. Perfect, okay, Game Week 9, that was for the last team. So now I want to see the agent doing some research. So it's looking up, yeah, that looks pretty good. Let me bring that down. So it's looking up the players, Mateta, Paqueta, Casemiro, right? And it's gonna search up Game Week 10. Yeah, this looks pretty good. So I'm just gonna let the agent run now, and I'm gonna take you back when we have all the suggestions and the rating for those transfer suggestions. What the agent said about our transfer. So you can see Mateta is a 9 out of 10. Palace rating 19.45 XG. Second most in the league. Isn't that most in the league? Yeah, you can see United is second on XG 4. So that's pretty good. And if you look at Mateta, 8.47, that's just crazy. He's a very good transfer in this week because of the 5 favorable fixtures of the next 6th. So Casemiro is only a 6.5. Better than I thought. Okay, that's a bit rude. But basically, he's a big risk and he's a massive differential. So my team is getting very templated. That's why I'm kind of eager to go for this. But let's look at the other options the agent came up with here. So the second option is to do Pedro, Paqueta plus Mateta and Palinha, Tottenham. Okay? Yeah, he's pretty good, but I'm not so eager on that, right? And the third option is Mateta plus Cullen. No, I'm not gonna do a Burnley player. So even that's rated lower too. So I'm gonna do either Casemiro or Paulinho. But I'm really leaning towards Casemiro, just because of the big differential that is. If you're a risk taker, unless you're a risk taker, and Billy Casemiro will start. I think he will start. Start. Okay, it doesn't matter. And I'm willing to risk a bit since our team is getting very template. So this is the reason why I want to do this, because it's not so fun having like a straight template team, right? So I want to do a bit of a risk here. I think this, if we do the math, I think it can be, yeah, an option. Something else I've been thinking a bit about is doing some more risky stuff with the captain pick. I maybe want to do some math about what is the best thing to do versus Haaland. Is it to not captain him? Is that a bigger upside if he blanks like he did last week? So I want to kind of do some math on that, and maybe that's going to be for Game Week 11. Just to see if it's worth the risk over like a long period of time, or if you're just gonna fall too far behind. But yeah, let's just let this run and see what we get here. Okay, so you see the lineup is gonna be a 3-5-2. We're gonna start Casemiro, so it looks like this. So Casemiro is kind of in before Tarkowski, because we're gonna bench Senesi and Krupi Jr. away to City. Even though I think Senesi might get like DefCon, but yeah. Let's gamble a bit this week, I think, with Casemiro. It's like, I guess if we played Tarkowski, maybe we could get like 4 points. I think it's worth the risk. But you can see here, it automated Captain Saka. I thought that was interesting. So you can see it picked captaincy decision, Saka. I'm not quite sure about that one. Let me just ask a follow-up question on this. Let's do, my issue with the Saka captaincy is that Arsenal score so few goals and all is coming from set plays. Haaland is a machine. Create a Steelman argument for your decision and rate mine from 1 to 10. So I just want to see why it wants to pick Saka here. I guess if we look at the table, Arsenal is on top and they have pretty decent stats, right? 16.62. But a lot of this comes from set plays. So they have scored 16 goals, which is pretty good, I guess. But lately they've been really greedy. 3 goals? They only let up 3 goals. That's just insane, right? So let's see what happens here. Okay, so this was pretty interesting. So I want to kind of read through this. So Steelman, Saka, captain versus Burnley. Opposition quality. Burnley are terrible defensively. Okay, that's pretty... I agree with that. Saka due returns, regression to the mean. He's actually underperforming. He's on penalties, I think. So, yeah, of course he can do a haul. He's on corners. So, I wouldn't say that's bad. Differential, I like that. So, if Saka hauls and Haaland blanks, massive gain. Can't really argue with it. Arsenal's XG is perfectly calibrated. Yeah, they are pretty good. It's not too bad. So he's a 7 out of 10. And why not a 10 of 10? Low scoring. Yeah, 1.7. It's not low, but... Heavy set piece reliance. That is true. And ceiling is lower. I agree with that. The case for Haaland. Haaland is a goal scoring machine. 11 in 9. XG is insane. 1.1 per 90. That's just insane. And Bournemouth underlying numbers show weakness. Okay. Regression incoming, attacking power, third best in league. Template, floor protection, I agree with that. Bournemouth aren't that good defensively. 9 out of 10. Why did it say Saka captain then? So it did a winner here. And so now it's just going to switch because I asked of that. So, okay, that's a bit strange. So just go with Haaland. Your instinct is better than mine. Fine. But I really like the differential thing, though. It's not too bad, to be honest. If it was a home game, I would do it. But away, nah, I don't really trust Arsenal to score 3+ goals, to be honest. So I think we're just going to do Haaland anyway, right? And I think just that is the correct thing to do, at least this week. But we'll see. Maybe we'll change it up. So yeah, that's going to be my team for Game Week 10. And it's going to be interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing how Casemiro does. I think Palace players are really good to get in now. I would avoid Liverpool players for a while, at least till Game Week 12, I think. Other than that, pretty straightforward. Enjoy your weekend, and hopefully I'll see you again next week.